I'm just really want God to hear me when I say that I'm tired of the drama. God, can I get a break? Can I get a reprieve? Can I get a relief? Because I don't understand that why I have to go through these things. Welcome to another episode of Becoming with Angelina Watkins, and I'm your host, Angelina, your queen of becoming. And I started this podcast so that I could help women overcome emotional and financial hurdles while transforming into the best version of themselves so that they could turn their passion into profit. So long story short, I'm here to help you win at love, life, and money. Today's episode, we're going to talk about becoming unbothered. But before we do, I want to welcome my new viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate the support. If you do enjoy the show, please let me know how much you enjoyed it and what you may have gotten out of it. I'd like to hear from you. So don't forget to leave some comments below. And also don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you don't miss another episode, because I'm pretty sure you're going to enjoy it. So today's episode is taken from Matthew 10, starting at verse 11. And again, we're going to talk about becoming unbothered. But I want to take this from a passage in the Bible, Matthew 10, starting at 11. And it reads as this: And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when you come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of the house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Shake off the dust of your feet. Today we're going to talk about becoming unbothered. And I've been on this journey of unbothered. I've been talking about being unbothered for a while. And when I started my journey back in 2019, I was listening to an interview of T.D. Jakes. He had written a book, and it was called The Crushing. And he was doing an interview, and during that interview, he talked and he said that, he talked about how much he's been through, how much people have talked about him, the challenges that he's had in life. And he's just at a place in his life where he was unfazed. Nothing surprised him. And I remember sitting there saying to myself, I want that. I want that for me. I want to be unfazed. I want to be unbothered by the things that people say, the things that people do, the stuff that they may do unto me or do unto others. I just want to not be surprised by the things that people do, that to the point that it distracts me, that it limits me, that it slows me down, that it hinders me, that it blocks me. I want to be unbothered. But little did I know that when I said those words, God was listening. God was listening to me. He heard my prayer. He heard my cry. And that set me in a motion of going through a lot of turmoil, or what I felt was turmoil, in the last 3 years, of being just emotionally drained, mentally drained, hurt, despondent, frustrated, disappointed, angry, becoming resentful and bitter, and just a slew of emotions that I've just been holding on to as I've been going through the process of becoming unbothered and asking myself, oh my God, why am I struggling? Why am I struggling to become unbothered? And I know that this is hindering me. I know that the things that my children may do or that my husband may do that bothers me, it's hindering me. It's hindering me from moving as fast as I would like to move, and sometimes just downright not being able to move at all. And so I just wanted to talk a little bit about my journey of becoming unbothered, And what does that really mean? And what does that really look like? And I wanted to talk from the passage of St. Matthew's 10, because it was after me making that declaration that I wanted to be unbothered. I wanted to be unfazed like T.D. Jakes. That this passage of scripture came to me. And I realized that my desire to be unbothered is nothing new. God wants us to be unbothered. And so Jesus was teaching his disciples to be unbothered. He was sending his disciples out to the people to preach the word. And he let them know, if they receive you, if they're worthy of your words, then you can stay there. But if they don't want to receive you and they don't want to receive what you have to say, then dust your feet off. As we say back in my day, dust your shoulders off. We have to learn how to not let the things that people say and do hinder us emotionally, mentally, and spiritually to the point that we are unable to do what God has ordered us to do, what God has purposed us to do. We all have an assignment here on earth. He has a plan for our lives, but a lot of us are not living out the life that God has designed for us, which is an abundant life. A lot of us are not living out our passion and our dreams. We are not operating within our purpose, and we are stuck. And why are we stuck? We're stuck because of the things that people have said and done unto us, and we have been unable to let them go. And at some point, you have to be able to let go of the things that people have said and done unto you. I feel like I've been here before. I feel like I've said this before, because I probably said it 50 million times. But that's one of the things that I've had to do. I had to do on my journey of becoming unbothered, is to learn not to let the criticism of others get me down, not to let the doubts of others make me question my abilities and the things that I know that I'm able to do. Not to let the jealousy of others make me feel like I should be ashamed of where I am and what I've accomplished. Not letting the words of others discourage me. Not letting the problems of others keep me from being able to do the things that I do. Learning to say no. No, I'm not going to do that. If it compromises my time, if it compromises who I am, if it compromises my authenticity, if it is going to interfere with the things that God has ordered me to do, the answer has to be no. And it doesn't make me petty, and it doesn't make me selfish. What it makes me is responsible steward of my time and the things that God has ordered me to do. Being unbothered means to not carry other people's problems and other people's drama. So I've realized in my life that I'm like, my life is just full of drama. I asked to be unbothered because I'm like, God, I mean, it's just been drama after drama after drama since I was 11 years old. When is this going to stop? I'm 48 now, God. 36 years of nothing but drama after drama after drama. Just when I think that life is going to be great, there's drama. I left my home in Minnesota because I wanted to leave behind the family drama, to only get to Cincinnati and have just as much drama, if not even more traumatizing. And so I'm talking to my therapist, because yes, coaches need therapists too. And I'm talking to her and I'm saying, like, I'm just really want God to hear me when I say that I'm tired of the drama. God, can I get a break? Can I get a reprieve? Can I get a relief? Because I don't understand that why I have to go through these things. Why is it so much drama in my life that I have to deal with? And so as we're talking through this, her thing to me was, Angelina, well, you left your hometown thinking that you were leaving the drama. But what you don't realize is that you just brought the drama with you, and you have to look within yourself to determine what is it about you that is causing you to have this drama in your life. So basically, what is it that I'm carrying? What is it about me that I'm attracting the drama? And I'm saying to her, I've done that. I've evaluated my life. I've thought this over, and I've been trying to figure out, where is this drama coming from? Why am I plagued with drama? What is it that I need to heal from? Because a lot of times we need to heal from something internally. And because we have not healed from that thing, we keep attracting the very thing that we don't want. And we have to pinpoint, what is it deep down inside of us that's attracting that thing that's not good for us. And so I told her, I've been thinking. And I'm asking God to tell me, what is it that I did? What is it that I need to do? What is it that I need to heal from? Reveal it to me. Show me. And I can't figure this thing out. I said, I've looked through my relationships. All of my relationships have been drastically different. They've been different males with different personality types. I said, so, I can't really pinpoint a cycle in relationships other than my cycle of, I'm not going to put up with this, so I'm gone. So as we began to talk and we began to dig into my childhood, I began to realize, and I said to her, well, when I think about it, a lot of the drama, it wasn't happening to me. It was happening around me. And even in this day and time when I've been going through the drama that I've been going through since I've lived in Cincinnati, it's not about the drama that I've done or that I've attracted. It's just the drama around me. It's the people around me. And so we came to the realization that the drama I have is not my drama, but I'm carrying the drama. I'm carrying the emotions of it all. I'm carrying the weight of it all, of somebody else's problems. And if I want to be unbothered, I'm going to have to be able to let go and not worry about what's going on in other people's drama. What's going on in their emotions? What's going on in their mind? What's going on in their life? Don't take on things that I have no control over. Don't take on things that has nothing to do with me. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't help people. And it doesn't mean that I shouldn't counsel and coach people, because that is what God has designed me to do. But I have to be able to not take on other people's problems to the point that it keeps me from doing what I need to do. Are y'all following me? I hope y'all jiving with me right now as to what I'm saying. I'm hoping this is making sense. But we've got to become unbothered in our lives, because the fact that we're bothered is what's keeping us from the promise. The promises of God, the promises of the abundant life, the promises of happiness, the promises of peace, the promises of always being provided for. We're missing out on the promise. We're missing out on our purpose. We can't figure out what our purpose is, and we can't turn our passion into profit because we're too concerned with what's going on in everybody else's life and helping them solve their problems and the drama that they're going with, and being in the midst of that and taking the phone calls every time they call and listening to what they have to say, and then being the superhero when they call and jumping in your car and going over there to solve the problems. We have to make sure that we prioritize ourselves, we prioritize our purpose, and that ultimately we prioritize God and who He has created us to be and what He's directing us to do in our lives. Becoming unbothered. To become unbothered, we have to let go of the past. We have to let go of the things that people say and do. Being unbothered is not easy, you all. Again, I've been on this journey for a while, and it's taken me this long to get the realization as to what I need to do to be unbothered, what I need to do not to get so emotionally wrapped up in other people's issues, not to get so emotionally wrapped up in what other people need to do to heal, not to get so emotionally wrapped up when they're upset and they're taking it out on me. It's called setting boundaries. I'm not going to let your hurt and your pain be directed towards me. I'm going to set a boundary, and I'm going to stick to that boundary. And even if you get upset, I'm sorry, but I'm going to stick to my boundary, because at this point, your reaction, I cannot control that. I can only control what I can control, which is the boundaries. for you not to be able to get so deep into my heart and mind that I can't do what God has asked me to do. And we've got to stop letting the past take up real estate in our mind to the point that we can't do what we're purposed to do. And so that's why a lot of us, end up feeling stuck. We're emotionally stuck. We're mentally stuck. We're not where we want to be. We know we should be doing more, but why can't we do it? Because we let the things that other people have done and said take up the real estate in our mind, and we're bothered, and it hinders us, and it restricts us, and it constrains us, and it keeps us from being able to do the things that we want to do to make our life better. Now I say to you, work on becoming unbothered. Work on dusting your feet off. If people don't want to receive you, that's their loss. If people don't want to be your friend, that's their loss. If people don't want to commune with you, conversate with you, go out with you, come over to your home, that's their loss, not yours. And we have to know that a lot of times when we're being rejected, that is actually a blessing in disguise. God is protecting us, but we're so caught up and consumed with what other people say, what other people do, what do they think about me? Why don't they want to talk to me? Why are they not receiving me? God said, don't worry about that. Dust your feet off. If they don't want to hear you, dust your feet off. If they don't want to receive you, dust your feet off. If they don't want to be your friend, dust your feet off. If they don't want to come over, dust your feet off. If they don't want to spend time with you, dust your feet off. And keep it moving, because God got something better for you. Okay? Now, I've said enough. Becoming unbothered. We've got to become unbothered. I had left this alone for a while, but this is my movement, y'all. This is my movement that I cannot walk away from, because we have got to become unbothered. We are just too bothered by things that have nothing to do with us, and all it's doing is hindering you from becoming who God created you to be, and evolving and transforming into the best version of yourself. And we need to become who we were created to be, so that we can do what we're purposed to do, so that we can live the abundant life that God said He came in the flesh, so that we may have and enjoy life abundantly. And we can't do that unless we become unbothered. Become unbothered. I know it's easier said than done, but become unbothered. Stop taking on other people's problems. Say no and say yes to you. All right? Where you are, not where you have to be. Your past does not define you. You define you. So heal, transform, and pursue you.